Hello, everybody. Welcome to Friday's MCN. Recorded in a rush and a hurry because I decided to stay up all night last night watching Stranger Things. That was smart, wasn't it? Today, hopefully, there's going to be a fun objective to do for the Venom the Duck, like omelette-y thing that we're doing. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, it's 7 days since the launch of Cyber Week deal. So yeah, there's it's been a crazy 7 days, I must admit. Anyway, first of all, AI, right? There was the post that was at the start of the week. We did a bit of coverage on the channel. There was something that was actually missing from that particular dev diary, which was here, which was the proof of concept of high dex bot. An example of kind of where we're doing right now and why it doesn't lend itself well to playable demos. Here's terrifying example. This is what the AI looks like if we program it to try to avoid as many of your attacks if we can with dexterity. This is not assuming we ever intend to include the game-wide AI, but it's perhaps unintuitively. Oh, honestly, the coffee hasn't stunk. See, I can't even speak. Like that's what I'm talking about. Stranger Things, man. Just anyway. You can see right here, this is the dexterity. Now, this was not in the AI deep dive initially. This was something that, I don't know, I think it was like, it was put in and it just either wasn't embedded correctly or whatever at the time. But this is what the scary reality could be if you don't know already. Let's blow this up, man. There you can see that's a bit better right there for you to see. So it's like, it's just, the point is it's hyper intuitive and it dexes like anything, like dexes every single attack. So it kind of performs more like a human, which isn't particularly great, is it? And we need something that's kind of a bit kind of lower grade. Anyway, just so we can actually play the game so that the AI isn't completely unfair. There were some good points here. Hungry Hippo said, why is the AI able to walk forward, do nothing when it's so close to the attack? Why aren't they making any adjustments to the weighted? See, the coffee hasn't kicked in yet. Actions over the AI has access to. They do this for champions that want to KO Enchantress. Why doesn't Kabam change something about the insane recovery times? Obviously, relevant points is also, holding on to specials, which of course is frustrating. These, I think, will be things that Kabam will add into and change the AI as we play it. And that's the sad thing. Unfortunately, it will come in and it will piss you off. That's going to be a guarantee. What will happen is that Kabam will be able to see and get feedback from you of how it's pissing you off and hopefully tune it in a way that they get it right by the community. And that is going to be something that's going to be fundamental. So when they do launch an event that has this new AI in, please give them as much feedback as possible so we can help them understand where to build it out. Because Kabam have said in this post, as part of their kind of plan is to kind of go and like prompt it. Ugh. AI requires prompting. Prompting is the kind of the big word here. So if Kabam can prompt the AI to kind of formulate its, or the defender to kind of like formatically, RNG-ly, and dice roll-y, the plan around how they code it, then of course that's going to be beneficial. Like you can see here, these are what are the Markov chain with dwell times, but also they can go a bit further on this to go, okay, well, we can make sure that the AI is kind of less passive to this particular degree here. Because at the moment, if you didn't know already, there's nothing. Like Kabam have nothing to kind of like program their AI intuitively, fairly, and with any kind of decency compared with other kind of fighting games on the market. I mean, it definitely says right here what buttons it can press. It knows the distance between two characters and what animation state each of the characters is in. But what it doesn't know is have any memory of what happened earlier in the fight or even the previous frame. So it can't kind of like it can't like number roll itself back to be fair. It will always be that. So it has no mind. It is dumb. Have any ability to plan for the future. So like it can just take the piss. So it's just, and also like what buffs and debuffs, masteries, nodes, etc. even are. So it's like it does know how to interact with them. If it has brute force, it will stay until you're eating a degen to death. So look, they got a lot of work to do. They really have a lot of work to do. But at least I got a picture of like what that particular function is, especially for those kind of like wondering what the future is with AI. There's a lot more work to be done. So you might have finished Threat Level 5 Chapter 4 and seen these completion bundle rewards, or not rewards, sorry, a special deal for 8,000 units. If you're seeing this and complaining about it, like, bit of advice, don't get it. Just don't get it. Kabam a lot of the time will throw stuff like this in and around for you to kind of get. Tier 7 basics in it? No. Not even any fragments? No. Anything of great worth or interest? Not particularly. So, yeah, just ignore it. I know I've seen some complaints about like, oh, well, you know, with Cyber Week being like, they're just not competitive around Cyber Week. Well, number one, don't get it. Number two, if you do have 8,000 units left over, save them for the banquet event or put them towards some other kind of deals, or don't get it. Yes, because you can get like, technically you can get some better value for this. We'll just kind of like just showcase that right now. So you can get for 2,000 units as a Valiant player, this, which is a 7-star and 30 signature stones, 7-star signature stones for the particular one there. So that's for 2,000 units. Okay. Then if you go, well, I want something more rank up focused. Well, yeah, you can get that from this one right here. For 2,000 units, you can get 2 to 3 gems. So that's 4,000 units worth of saving plus some extra signature stones. 7-star 7-star awakening gem crystal shards. Well, they do, I suppose, kind of have that down at the 3,500 mark. But to be honest, at that particular point, you kind of go, why? So you basically got most of it in value. So let's just say that 4,000 units worth of value right now, if you avoid it, and have 4,000 units spare as change for a later on period of time and get a little bit more value, I think a little bit more bang for your unit buck, so to speak. But yeah, the kind of the main thing is if you see it, don't get it. It's not really worth it. It's not really worth it. Save for banquet event or buy better deals in the Cyber Weekend while it lasts. Next up, we're talking about a deal, the Supreme Collection deal. The well, it's not really. Is it a deal? It's a level progressive deal or collection and future deal of stuff. So this right here has been interesting. Saw this on Reddit, and all links, by the way, to any topic that we're discussing is in the description. You can see this is a progressive type thing to kind of go, oh, as soon as you've got 5 7-stars at rank 4, 257 stars at rank 1. A lot of stuff isn't really achievable now. And by the way, it is this deal right here. If you're curious, there is a lot of value that's in it. It is rather good, but it's more of a kind of a slow burn type thing. You have to hit the points. If you hit the points, you get the things. That's kind of like how it works with it. So yeah, it was interesting to certainly see this, and of course see that there was some like crazy stuff. Collect 7s, 125 7-stars. I rank 6. But yeah, we've covered this before as a deal, but it's more of a progressive leveler deal than anything. Now, next week, we have got a brand new Titan Crystal going into game. It's going to be something that's going to, well, not divide opinion, because there will be certain champions in there that you might want to get, but also some champions you're like, especially high spenders, have been able to like dupe rapidly, and it's of course pissing them off a lot more, especially if you're kind of like, you've got 200 signatures on most, if not all, 7-stars. Obviously, for non-spending players, it's a bit different because our only access and in to grab some of these champions is by the Titan Crystals. So it may be the first time, couple of times, or 3 times that we're actually picking up some of these. Of course, you want some of the new ones as a priority. With Silver Samurai, Mr. Knight, Dracula, Frankencastle, Lizard, and Cassie Lang going into it, this does actually start a new process of some of these champions being part of Ascension, which I believe Lizard is going to be part of the Ascension, so it's kind of planning for the future. If you're after some of these champions, of course, it's a good time. Of this, I have got myself, I think, a 7-star Dazzler, Spider-Man. No, I don't have Spider-Man Supreme. I got Okoye, got Gentle, got Arnim Zola, got Falcon, Joaquin Torres. Yes, it's tough, isn't it? Because I do want to get some of these newer champions because they will have options against certain things for countering. Some aren't exactly brilliant. Some are good. it's a bit of a mixed bag with it, but of course, difference is really different on like how you feel about some of these. I've definitely seen like people's frustrations, but still people need, and it's a tough, isn't it? A tough one. Um, I've pulled Akintoris 4 times. I'm ready for a new Titan. I still need a Koye dupe. Guess I'm running out of time. It's a tough one, isn't it? They have been releasing disappointing amount of disappointing champions. Honestly, rather that than champ released devaluing older ones being so good, it's difficult, isn't it? I think we're at a kind of we're a mixed bag with things, but it's getting new champions, isn't it? Now, just to quickly end the video, and kind of like a little topic and something that I do want to expand on by the end of the year, because we haven't had the greatest of, say, 10 months leading into October. As we've started November, we've had the Summoners Fest, some answers to questions, some kind of slight promises, and kind of like, I don't know, kind of roadmaps, I'd say, in some degree, but not kind of like concrete. There's some fun and exciting things going into game next month, so December. There's going to be the banquet event. There's still a chance that Kabam could mess up some stuff, but it looks like we are starting a small positive. And what I mean by that is you can't have 10 months of meh in the game to then have 1 month of good and not capitalize on it and kind of go from there. So there's definitely some interesting things. I put a link to this in the description if you want to get involved with this particular thread. It's definitely something I'll be coming back to and topic-wise, because it's important to address where Kabam are with the sales. Where they used to be, the 40k units that you had to spend in order to get some of the top champions. What happened with the kind of Phoenix and Dark Phoenix saga of getting those champions? Communication, I can definitely see there's been an improvement with dev diaries. Kabam Crash getting involved to let us know about like state of like things within the game, the game economy, and of course there's other stuff as well, like AI, which we just had a dev diary for. Now nothing has been put in place, but something has been kind of like pitched of what the plan is for the future, and I love that. Other games that I'm following, I know more about what's going on with them, or had known more about what's going on with the other games than I do with MCOC, which is really bad. Now that has changed, though it still feels like it has changed a bit more in the last month. But also something to look forward to the future that is free-to-play friendly, like a Deathless Chase as well for those that are non-spending players, but also those that like the endgame pieces of content. Doesn't mean that everything's perfect in game, and there's still work to be done. And I think we're just going to have to wait and see how the banquet event goes next month, some of the new content and ideas being put in, but also the kind of implementation. Because it's all well and good saying something, hey, we got this coming to the game, but it's like, well, it's not in yet. So we're kind of judging this on like nothing, effectively, except for kind of like promises. So the big thing about promises is then kind of delivering, and we need to figure out whether or not there's any delivery next year. But there's a lot of things to what's going on with the game. Definitely battlegrounds metas, matchmaking. Yeah, like just interested to see what's happening next year. And what are your general kind of like thoughts on things? Put it in the comments, or get ready for a community tab post. We'll try and get a bit of an interaction and your thoughts, because it's important to gather your thoughts, your feelings and opinions about where you think the game's going. Can it deliver on these promises, and what has been missed out this year or this month, which was kind of the turnaround promisey month, November. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the MCN on Monday, but we've got a few bits of content, guides, and other information and stuff going out over the weekend. So keep locked to the channel, and I'll see you all soon. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.